Hey, it's Damages with D. That's me. It's time for another vlog type video today. What are you vlogging about today? These are some things I wished I knew when I started my journey or at the beginning of my journey that I know now, in hopes that maybe it will help you. Because sometimes when you hear somebody's, what they learned over the years, and if hindsight was 20/20, we'd all be fabulous, but it's not. So these are the few things that I would wish I knew then. I'm hoping that they help you out. First, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, there's a subscribe button down below. I would love for you to hit it. Join my community of superstars, and that bell next to it lets you know when I upload and when I go live. I go live here on the channel several times a week. You don't want to miss those live chats because sometimes you're struggling, sometimes you need a little extra push, sometimes you need a little extra motivation, and that's what Tea with D is all about. So hit that bell, and if you know anybody that can benefit from this content or any kind of content that I put out, there is a share button. Hit that share and share this video with anybody that's struggling on their plan, because who couldn't use a little bit of extra support? I know I always could. And if you do enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. All right, let's get started. Okay, one of the biggest things I wish I'd done then that I didn't do was measurements. Because let me tell you something right now. This is something I learned too. That scale is not the be all end all. It's not. It never reflects all your efforts. And if you don't have anything else to gauge your efforts by, you're going to be sitting there giving that scale way too much power. So I say measurements. Measure every weird part of your body, like your neck. I mean, if you see in my thumbnail, there's a before and after picture, and you can see I have like this Jabba the Hutt thing going. Honestly, I thought that was just how I was going to be. I just thought that's how, you get older, things spread. I assumed I wasn't going to have a neck anymore. I have a neck. I couldn't wear necklaces because my neck was too wide. I had severe sleep apnea and reflux because a lot of my weight was up here. I still have the sleep apnea, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was. I went from 99 episodes to 30 episodes, so that's huge. Measurements, your neck, your arms, your thighs, your wrists, your ankles, your waist, your hips, your bust. The three, the trifecta. Yeah, because there may be weeks where you don't see a loss on the scale, but you need some other motivation. So let me take my measurements. And a lot of times, I don't know about you, but I lived in stretchy clothes. Because I didn't want to buy the fitted pants that were a size 24. It was easier to buy the 2X or the 1X that stretched. So I kind of, always felt like I'm only a 1 or 2X versus a 24, 26. Yeah, I would suggest start wearing more fitted clothes. It's just a thing, like when we get used to things being loose, and things stretch with you. One of my funny stories is I bought new underwear. This is probably back in the beginning of the journey. And I bought the same size I've always bought, a size 8. Well, if I'm a size 26, that size 8's not gonna fit. But I said to myself, my size 8 still fit. So I bought size 8 underwear. Needless to say, the size 8 underwear got on, but didn't stay on. So I went to work with it on. Let's just say it rolled down. Because it didn't fit. It was too small. It grew with me, yes, and stretched out, yes, but yeah. So yeah. A little thing like, and those reality checks were things that I needed, because I thought I looked, I thought I was all that in a bag of chips, because you wear your nice big clothes and it makes you look a little bit skinnier. When you're bigger clothes make you look slimmer. When you're smaller, bigger clothes make you look bigger. It's interesting how that changes. It just is. I wished I'd taken more measurements, and definitely keep a few of their smaller pieces. Like some people, I always get my smaller pieces. And I would try them on every so often to see if I can get them on better. So yeah, that was always a fun thing to do, to try on. There was clothes I loved that I hardly ever wore. Some of them still had tags that didn't fit, because when you look at a piece of clothing in a store, oh yeah, that'll fit. try on stuff. Yeah, I think our eyes deceive us. At least mine always did. I'm looking at that thing, oh my God, that'll fit. It was tight. I remember, oh my God, the things that I have. I remember going to Walmart when school was starting, and I got these cute little shirts that had all these cute little decals on them. They were cute, at flowers and stuff. And they'd be cute because I worked in preschool, so. Oh my God, they were all tight, and they were all like 2X. Then they were extra large or 1X. They weren't quite. But you have to understand too, Walmart's clothes will run smaller. I got them all home. They were all like a glove. I looked like a sausage. And I'm like, but I looked at this top, going, oh my God, this top is huge, and it doesn't fit me. So yeah, try things on. Yeah, don't be bringing things home that don't fit, that you don't want to stick in your drawer. You know, that's the big thing. So I think measurements, pictures. I know we don't like to get our picture taken. I know that because there's not many big pictures of me to compare. But enabled when you get, because we all want to get to goal, and I, you know, or at least get down a big amount. You might not get to goal. Maybe goal's not your thing. Goal was never my thing until recently. So I kind of get that. I wanted to get into Wonderland, and that's all I cared about. And was I healthier at Wonderland? Sure I was. You know, just because you're, you know, there's the additive where you're only healthy if you're at a goal weight. Well, if you're going to morbidly obese to obese, honestly, that's healthier in my book. You know, there'll be people that will say, no, you're not healthy unless you're at such and such a weight. Compared to what you were, yes, my dears, you are healthier. You are. I mean, could you be healthier than that? Sure, we all can. But you know what? Life's too short to be worrying about perfection. You just need to be better. You just need to be better. So get yourself a few pictures. Take a profile. Take a side shot of like an outfit that you could wear again after you've lost a significant, you know, like 20, 30 pounds. And also remember, if you're a big girl like I was, nobody noticed my weight till I probably had off about 35 pounds, honestly. People would start saying, hey, are you losing weight? And you don't take that as an insult. It's just sometimes it's so much that by the time, you know, and plus you're wearing bigger clothes. So yeah, it kind of hides it. So yeah, you won't, most people, if you have a lot of weight to lose, won't really notice it right away. It's always fun to visit people you haven't seen in a while. Talk about motivating, because you see yourself every day. Your family sees you every day. So they're not really going to notice it if you're seeing your people day in and day out. But somebody you haven't seen for a while sees you, they're going to notice it right away. And it's like, that is such a booster of confidence. I can't tell you. They're like, because they're all like, especially if you've lost like a lot, they're like, and that pushes you. Like you need that, I hate to call it a pat on the back, but you need that pat on the back, that reaffirming that, yes, it's working. I'm getting results. I might not see them. My husband and kids might not see them, but somebody sees them. And yes, we need that. So find somebody you haven't seen and just go, you know, go say hi and see what happens. You'd be surprised. So yeah, so definitely photos. As hard as that is to take, and trust me, I know, it's hard. But I don't have a lot of before pictures because I didn't like my picture taken. I have a few, but don't have a lot. And it's one of those things that you need to, it's easy to compare a photo. I always say the mirror lies. The mirror makes us look good, but the camera doesn't. The camera tells the whole disgusting truth. I've left the house thinking I looked really good. I look in the mirror, this is very slimming, this outfit. And then somehow I be in a picture for something and I go, ooh, I look like a, you know, I look horrible. For some reason, I don't know if it's our eyes or whatever, but yeah, the mirror lies, but that camera doesn't. So learn that one early. And yeah, try to get some before pictures. As painful as it is, you will be thankful for when you have a loss and you can compare and go, wow, look, I could see my neck bones. I could, you know, and your arms and stuff. You can see them go down, and it pushes you. You need something some days that when the scale's not giving you what you want, and that's a huge thing. Let me get that out there too. The scale is not the be-all, end-all. It's not always going to give you what you want. It's just not. Does that mean your week was bad? No, it does not. But we need that pat on the back from the scale to know that, okay, I have a loss. You want that reward, and you're not always going to get it. I've been on this journey quite a long time, And when you get down to the last, I want to say 15, 20 pounds, the losses are few and far between. The less you have to lose, and that's with anybody who only wants to lose 10 or 15 pounds, the less you have to lose, the harder it is. Not quite sure why that is. Like, I guess because I wish I had the answer why that is. But I don't know if it's your metabolism slows down, your body it's just harder. I'm at maintenance. I'm really not, I'm not at what you call a perfect weight. I'm at a maintainable weight right now. But even for me, I'm not going to see a loss every week. There's no way I'm going to see a loss every week, and that's fine. Even if I have a between a half to a pound gain, that doesn't mean I've gained or my week was bad. It just means that time when I got weighed, that's what my body weighs. Your body's going to fluctuate at least 2 pounds. That's why Weight Watchers gives you that 2 pound at goal. Like you have, say your goal is 120. Well, you could either be 118 or 122 to be within the guidelines. Like if you're certain Weight Watchers don't want you to be under goal. When you pick a goal, that's the goal you stick at. They don't want you 10 to 15 pounds under. Then they feel, now some places will let you do that. Some franchises will. International, I don't believe does. Because they're saying, this is a goal you pick. This is a goal you stick at. If you want to be this, then you need to pick that goal, which I get it. It makes sense. And plus they don't know if you're picking a goal, that's your goal. So when you're 2 pounds under, 2 pounds over, you're still considered within your range. So that just says to me that I can technically have a great week and still be 2 pounds above where I was last week. So know that that's totally normal. It doesn't mean that you've overeaten or you didn't eat correctly. It just means that week at that time, that's what that scale reads. And you could go on that scale 2-3 hours later and be totally different. It could be up, it could be down. There's just no rhyme or reason. And I know that's hard to hear because we need reasons. We need why. And sometimes you're not going to get the why. You're going to get this. And one of the big things I learned, this is totally a little off topic, is when you're in pandemic and you're getting weighed at home, get weighed with your weighing clothes on. For some reason, I guess I was trying to save a pound one week. I decided to take my clothes off. Not the best idea. Because now I have to get weighed naked. Well, guess what? I'm back at getting weighed in a center. You can't get weighed naked in a center. So this is the first week, so I had to suck up that extra pound for my clothes. You know what? It is what it is. I mean, I was over anyway, so at this point it really didn't matter. But yes, I bit the bullet, and I will, from now on, if we go under lockdown again, I will stay dressed on the scale, regardless of what it says. You know, it is what it is. You know, I've come to the conclusion that and like once you do it, you feel you have to do it. I mean, you think to yourself, well, if I was online only, I would get weighed naked. So that's true for you, but I am not online only, so I need to get, and it really, I mean, are we trying to save a pound? You know, own it, own your weight. That's why I say, don't pick something unrealistic. Don't pick it that's another tip on your journey. Weight Watchers will go up by the BMI chart and it'll give you this God knows weight, verklempt weight here, that, you know, if I was 20, even 30, I may try that. But here you go. I'm going to be 55 in 2 weeks. Do I seriously want to struggle at weight? At my age, do I want to worry about my weight every freaking week? I do not. You know, oh my God, I'm 115 pounds lighter than I was. That is cause for celebration. Now, granted, Weight Watchers, I mean, I would have had me at like 165. That's what I would have picked. Had I had to pick a weight, I would have picked 165. That would be 105 pounds off of what I was. They picked, for my height, I'm just under 5'4", so we picked 5'4", and under the weight was 146. So I got a 10-pound doctor's note for 156. I'm struggling at 150, which I knew I would be. And it's sad because who wants to struggle? There's so many things going on in the world. I'm not worrying about what's, that I'm up or down a pound. It's like, it's crazy to be worrying about a couple of pounds at my age. Why? So be realistic when you pick your goal. Remember, you know what? This is something that's going to last a lifetime. And do you want to fight through this weight the rest of your life? Do you really? Because I know I don't. And a huge thing, I tell people this all the time from the beginning of your journey, and if you know I'm going to say, because I say this all the time, when you're given a lot amount of points, that's what you eat. Don't sit there and say, well, you know, I'm going to eat a little bit less and maybe I'll lose a little bit more. Because remember, if your body gets used to this amount of food to lose your weight, it's going to get used to this amount of food to maintain your weight. And if you're ready to live like that the rest of your life, then go ahead. I'm not. People start meal skipping. Yep. Convincing themselves that they're not hungry because they're afraid to eat. Don't be afraid of food. Don't fear food. Food is not your enemy. Food is not the enemy. And a lot of people treat it as it's ooh, the food is, no, when you get, like, I'm not sitting there telling you to eat if you're not hungry. If you're not hungry, then don't eat. But if you're going to bed hungry and you have points in the bank, there's something wrong. There's something, I mean, not going to bed hungry, but you spend your day hungry and you have points in the bank that you're not using, there's something wrong. Remember, we started this journey at, we'll say me, at 270. Well, let me rewind, because when I went back, I was 247. So let's stop, because this is what I remember. I was 247 when I started the journey. So when I joined, they gave me 25 daily points and 48 weeklies, or 30. I think it was 48 weeklies. So that's what, so to Weight Watchers, if I eat those points, I should still lose weight. So they're never telling me to eat under. They give you that blue dot thing if you eat so many points under and so many points over. But think about it. You're getting the blue dot even if you eat over points. But that blue dot is taking into consideration that you're eating enough of the 0 point foods, caloric wise. Remember, you have to be eating over at least 1,300 to 1,400 calories and you'll still lose weight. But if you're eating under 1,000 calories because you want to lose, you know, I need to get this weight off, I have a wedding, I have this, I have that. Remember, you're always going to have to eat that way because that's what your body gets used to. And if you want to live on 1,000 calories a day or less, be my guest. I'm not, because I know realistically, that's not how much. You have to lose it like you're going to live it, because you're not going to go the rest of your life never having a certain item. That's why I fit in snacks, because am I going to go the rest of my life not having a snack? No. And we're not talking about a buffet meal. I'm talking about a handful of pretzels. I'm talking about a banana. I'm talking about a rice cake with peanut butter. I'm talking about maybe a half a protein bar. So I'm not talking about I'm having a buffet lunch for a snack. It's a little something. And honestly, when more you feed your body small little increments of food, the easier it is to metabolize. So it metabolizes things much better than somebody who's eating 2 big meals. It metabolizes better, so it's constantly processing. So, and they want you, and a lot of people think Weight Watchers is a big opponent of sugar-free, fat-free things. They're not. If you look at their recipes are low fat and regular sugar. We make them that because we want to save points. So recipes that we put out might have sugar-free and fat-free stuff in there, but Weight Watchers recipes are not. And I don't like when people say that Weight Watchers, they don't promote it. They don't. The members do, yes, because we want to, how can I lower that and get a couple extra points for something else? So we're the ones that do that. And if you're okay with that, you're okay with that. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't affect my weight loss at all. I don't have it all this like crap food all the time, but yeah, there's 2 things I have, a few little fun things, and you know, fun, anything, remember, anything in moderation will never hurt you. So never fear anything. But those are my big tips. Definitely your points. People are afraid to eat weeklies. You know, again, I think they built the plan with you in mind to eat weeklies. Now, I will say this, if you start your journey undercutting them, yes, when you go to eat them, you might gain. Is that the program's fault? No. Is that the point's fault? No. It's probably your fault for not eating enough when you should have been. You know, like if you eat your points, Weight Watchers tells you you're supposed to lose weight. That's what they say. I've always eaten my points. If you see what I eat in a day, I eat it. I fill my points up with dairies and chips and grains and fat, avocado, nuts. Like there's the things that I need in my life. Whipped cream. I gotta have a squirt of whipped cream on something. You know, and I'm not a huge cheese person, but I like a little Baby Bell or string cheese with my lunch. Sometimes there's cheese on my dinner. You know, it's not like I go out of my way for cheese. And dairy, like even your fat-free dairy still has points. Dairy has points. You know, things have points. So you have to figure out how to eat them. Meats. I love meat. I have meat, you know, I don't always eat 0-point foods. There's nights where we have London broil. There's nights where I have a burger. I mean, I may have a mushroom bun with my burger because I do like that. But it's just, you know, I love chips with my lunch. I love my veggie. I eat the lower fat ones. The veggie chips are really good. The poppables are really good. Those snacklings I'm obsessed with. I love them. So you're talking 2 to 3 to 4 points for chips that I enjoy with my lunch. Why? Because I like chips with my lunch. To me, that's what lunch is about. Having a little crunchy snack with my wrap or my sandwich. Or if I have it on the side of a salad. So it's just fun. You have to make your food enjoyable and fun. You can't live on a diet and expect that mentality to carry through. It may last quite a few months. It will. But I'm looking over here at the end result. Do I want to live my life on a diet? I don't. I want to live my life like I'm on a weight loss lifestyle. You know, if I'm out and something happens that's unplanned, it's unplanned. I know I try to fit it in. I try to have a little bit. I don't sit there and say no because I'm on Weight Watchers. That's not living a lifestyle. That's living a diet. So you have to know. I have a video on lifestyle versus diet mentality. I will link that here. That is a great video. That was a really good video. You got to watch that one. If you're enjoying this one, you definitely need to watch that one. I will link that here. It's an interesting eye opener, and I know, but that's what happens sometimes. If you're on this journey long enough, it gets a little in your head. It gets up here, and I'm trying to let you know that it's okay. And that's why I do my vlogs. That's why I do my lives, because we need support, we need help, we need guidance. Because let us know that we're not crazy, because we're not. It's definitely life-changing, and I'm hoping to help you along the way. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed this. It's a little touch on that. Let me know in the comment section what do you think of some of these things that I suggested. And let me know if you have anything that I missed, because I probably did, because you know me, I don't plan very well. I fly off the cuff most times. But have a great rest of your day. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed, there's a subscribe button. And if you did enjoy this, give it a big old thumbs up. And I will dish with you another day, folks.